Hey guys, Javer here, and today I'm going to show you a little shortcut to help get your studio session started. This may be a little bit of a controversial video because it does involve AI, but I guarantee you that this is not something that you just press a button and have a song generated for you in seconds. You got to use your ears, you got to use your creative juices to get it going. But for anybody that has arrived into their studio and has kind of a vision for something but doesn't know where to start or doesn't have a good fundamental understanding of what chords need to be played or what a progression might look like, this is going to help you out. So here we are in Studio One, but the first place we're going to go over to is Google Gemini. You will see that when I went to Google Gemini, I said, create a chord progression for a dreamy sounding progressive house song that sounds like it's from the early 2000s. When I did that, this is what it gave me: a description of what that dream progressive sound was, and then this progression, this ethereal journey. And it gave me these chords, and that's kind of what I want to focus on right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print screen. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab these guys. I am going to have this window just off to the side so I can reference this as I get back into Studio One. Now, when I go back into Studio One, the first thing I'm going to do is open up the chord generator. So if I come over to the global track visibility, I'm going to click that. I'm going to open. Oops, I already had that open. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to start dropping in some chords, some bars of chords. And what I want to do then is open that up. And I need to make sure that I have a synthesizer in here, which I do. In this case, I have an Anna 2. And I've got kind of this saw sound on there. And what I need to make sure is that the instrument that I have associated with my chord preview is my Anna 2 synth. So now I've got that. When I hit these, you're going to see that it's hitting a chord on there. Now, what I want to do is go back and revisit these. So B minor ninth, I might not know what that looks like on a piano or a MIDI controller, but if I go over here to my chord selector, I can go B minor, ninth. Okay, cool. And what else did I have there? G major seventh. So maybe I do that next. G major seventh. We go to the next one. A suspended 4, A suspended 4, and finally F sharp minor 7th. So F sharp minor 7th. Man, you can already hear that is kind of that ethereal, dreamy sound. But now that I've got that information in here, what I want to do is I want to kind of arrange that rhythmically how I hear it in my head. So I don't even have to know what the notes are necessarily at this point. But if I get my click going, and make sure you have a BPM that's appropriate for this, turn your click on. I can kind of start lining these up. So okay. On the 2. Okay. You can see I'm just kind of sounding that out, and I'm just lining up where I think that might work. Now, I'm willing to bet that this is just going to come around on the 3. And let's go ahead and loop that there. And what we're going to do is we're going to select all these. We're going to drag that down into our Anna 2 synth. I'm going to open this up a little bit. And we're going to drag that back there. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm going to go into my MIDI controller, or my MIDI editor. I'm going to hold down Shift and the down arrow, and that's going to drop everything by 1 octave. And let's hear what that looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do just to spice this up a little bit, I'm going to duplicate this track altogether. I'm going to come back into my Anna 2. And I'm going to find, I like this little pluck on here. And I'm going to throw an arpeggiator on there. Let's hear what this sounds like. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to my MIDI editor, shift, up arrow. Okay. Well, we got that going. Let's bring in some drums. Mess with some cutoff filters. Okay, so AI is the Wild West. I know that. This, as you can see though, does not involve just pressing a button and having your song generated for you. It just gives you some starting blocks to build with. Now, I might not even want to play these chords in this order. So I could maneuver them around, switch them up, whatever I want to do. But you can see these chords work together. This is something that's going to give you a head start on building a song. You can type in different genres in there. Basically anything you can think of, you can ask AI for kind of that initial boost to get you out of the gate. So I hope this helped you today. And if so, if you like this content, give me a like and a subscribe, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. And until next time, let's keep making this music thing, enjoying it, making the most out of it. Thanks.